Hello, guys. Thank you once again and welcome to our channel. I want to thank you for allowing us into your private space at a time like this. The last time we talked about body mass index. Today we'll be looking at how to keep your body mass index under control. At a certain time in life, your height will remain either static or perhaps begin to regress, but very gradually. So, your BMI, therefore, will rely heavily on how much you control your weight, which means at a certain time in life, whether your BMI will rise or not, depending on what you are doing to your weight. And to keep your weight under control, it is in two ways. It is either you live right or you eat right. At the back end of all of these is the role of genetics. Yes, somebody will tell you that, my genetic makeup, I'm meant to be big, I'm meant to be huge, I'm meant to be fat, I'm meant to be big, I'm meant to have so much weight. But I want to tell you something, that genetics may load the gun, but it is lifestyle that pulls the trigger. Yes, whatever genetics has put in you, your lifestyle is what gives it that expression. So remember that there's an interplay between your genetic makeup and the nature. This is what is expressed in your phenotype. So it is either you are eating right or living right. Today we'll be concentrating on eating right. In our next video, we'll talk about living right. When we talk about eating right, it means two things: eating the right food and eating at the right time. Basically, just take your bank account for example. The way to grow your bank account can be in two ways. Either you are putting in so much money or you are taking out less money. That is, you put in more money than you take out, or you take out less money than you put in. The same thing applies to your body. So if you take in more than your body needs, or you take out less of what is to be taken out of your body, you are keeping so much within your body and your weight is going to rise. So next time we'll be looking at taking out of your body, which is living right, by way of how to exercise and all that you can do to ensure that you don't have so much retained in your body. Today we'll concentrate on what you eat. First, what you eat. Secondly, how you eat it. Now, what you eat, as you begin to grow, your body demands for food substances begin to vary. And when you eat generally, you have to ensure that you are having a balanced diet. That is, having a diet that contains the essential requirements that are needed for your body growth and maintenance of health. So as you begin to grow, you need to take down on the food substances that are harmful to body, that increases the body weight. For example, refined sugar, too much of carbohydrate, animal-based fat. You concentrate more on vegetables, plant-based protein, plant-based fat. Then you talk about how you eat. You're talking about the quantity of food you eat. You're talking about portion control. You talk about when you eat. People talk about 3 square meal. And I ask myself, is 3 square? 3 isn't square. So nobody says you must eat 3 times a day. So just like every other thing in life, food has a purpose. So the question is, why are you eating? So when you need to eat when it is necessary, when your body needs it, when you are hungry, not because food is available or because there's a schedule that at a certain time in the day, I must eat. It doesn't follow. If you need to eat because your body needs food. You can choose to eat twice a day. You can choose to eat 3 times a day. I have no problem with that. You can eat twice a day and snack in between. There are healthy snacks, vegetable-based, that some that are low in carbohydrate, that are low in fat, that you can snack with in between. But if you choose to eat 3 times a day, you can have one light meal, then a major meal, and another light meal to end the day. So if you're having a light meal in the morning, you can take whole wheat and rather cut down on high carbohydrate diet, refined sugar, take soda off your table. And anytime you go shopping, as you take any product off the shelf, look at the producer's uh, formula on it. You're going to find what is the carbohydrate content, what is the sugar content, what is the protein content, what is the fat content, and mineral content. So let this guide the things you buy off the counter, because there are some of these things that are age relevant. Because what a growing child of 4 years will need will not be the same thing as what a full-grown 50-year-old man will need. So you need to be selective of the things that you take in. So when you take off anything from the grocery shop, look at it and see what are the essential nutrients in this, and how does that fit into what you need for your body. Then when you need to eat, endeavor not to eat and go straight to sleep. When you have your last meal for the day, try to have it early and keep about 2 to 3 hours between the meal and going to bed. That helps you, take care of so many things. It gives your body the ability to use up some of the things you have eaten, because when you eat and your body does not expend it, it is more or less like just depositing the food out there. And too much of that is more of poison than food. So any food eaten and not expended by the body is poisonous. So if you eat or have your last meal for the day, create a time between the time you are eating and the time you are going to bed. And also increase your fasting time. Say, for example, you have your last meal of the day, say 5:30, 6 o'clock. And by the time you go to bed, say 9, 10 o'clock, your body would have used a part of it. And by the time you are rising the next morning, say 6 o'clock, and you have your breakfast by 8 o'clock, it means you have put in a period of 14, 15 hours of fasting. So that long fasting period gives your body the ability to handle the food substances that you have put into your body. And that utilization of the food you have consumed by your body is what keeps your weight under control. I believe you have understood what we have talked about today to keep your BMI under control. I do not disagree that genetics play a major role in all of this. But remember, it is genetics that load the gun, but it is lifestyle that pulls the trigger. I'd go over that again. Genetics loads your human, what you are made of. It is genetics that loads that gun. But whether that gun will explode or not depends on your lifestyle. So genetics loads the gun, but lifestyle pulls the trigger. And remember, this is not a replacement for your health-seeking attitude. So you consult your dietitian on what is specific for you, because there's no one measure that works for everybody. So as a disclaimer, this is not a video that sorts everybody out. Discuss with your dietitian. I'm a physician, but I'm not your physician. So whenever you need to seek help, speak with your physician. Thank you for your time, and God bless you. Remember to press the subscribe button and keep your alert on, so that whenever we come on, it notifies you. Thank you, and God bless you.